Hey guys, what's going on? This is Roth. I'm here at New York Comic Con with the cast of Sleepy Hollow. You guys just had your panel. Yes? Did you not? You didn't have it yet? It's coming up.
Yeah.
Well, then I can't ask you how it went, but we can
It was
assume
so
that it went
incredibly
really
good
well.
in the future.
The crowd
Yeah,
went
yeah.
wild.
Yeah.
Everyone loved it.
The lines were like they formed yesterday.
It was standing room only. I think it will go really well. We're loving the season so far. Big episode actually for all three of you this Monday. I love that we have the two of you together.
Bitch tried to kill me. Here she is all silent after me.
This is a really interesting relationship already, and you've just joined the show. So talk a little bit about how this backstory is going to continue to be explored over the course of the season. And I mean, is there any trust left here at all?
Well, I don't.
Well, there was none to begin with.
There was none to begin with, and so I don't think it's not really easy to gain Jenny's trust anyway. So I think Reyes has a lot of work to do if she wants to be.
It was interesting when I played that scene with her in the when she was getting out of jail. I was thinking, how do I get to her?
Yeah.
And I realized that getting to her in a kinder, gentler way was not going to do it. So I remember making a conscious effort to be say like, I don't want you to end up like your mother, in a way which was going to get through that Teflon armor that she has.
I believe you. It's the weirdest thing because there's a part of me as a viewer that feels like, I don't think I should trust this woman, you know? But then you're so sincere in your delivery that I'm like, oh, I believe her. So how much should we believe? Should we trust you?
I mean, honestly, I feel as if I'm there to help. And I think I have a personal relationship. When you see people when they're younger, when you see them as vulnerable children and having made a decision about what would be in their best interest and the best interest of their mother, I think there's an emotional connection. I don't know if you ever see that with Reyes. I mean, you're not supposed to see it, but I think underneath it exists.
So you still think it was in the best interest to put their mother in the crazy house?
For the children. You, I think, might have a little different perspective about that, being in the nut house yourself, yes?
Yes, I am where Jenny used to be. It's a tough situation, obviously. You know, I'm accused of some pretty horrific things for somebody who takes their service very seriously.
You also, I mean, it's kind of interesting because I felt like in the episode you were both sort of tested and you were wrestling with your demons, literally and and also a little bit figuratively. But so talk about, do you think that, are you just doomed at this point, or is there any getting away from Henry's clutches?
So I think if you tune in Monday nights on Fox at 9 o'clock, we can answer all those questions real time, because that's what we do on Sleepy Hollow. Beyond that, I think you might have to wait and see. But I can tell you it's going to be a hell of a ride.
Do you think that there's any part of Frank that, I mean, he now knows what he's dealing with, but he still seems like, you know what? I'm in such a mess that I don't care. I'm willing to literally make this deal with the devil.
Well, look, his family is extremely important to him. He's, has a lot of guilt going on right now, and he's been accused of something that, if you're an officer of the law, is pretty horrible. He's been accused of killing his own priest and killing 2 officers, and he can't see his family anymore. So he's in a tough way in a lot of ways.
I think it's so interesting. What I love about the show is these sort of themes of family and loss and abandonment and guilt. And it exists with Frank's character. It exists with these guys. What happened with their mother, and certainly with Ichabod and Katrina. And I think it just makes it so rich to have these real issues. And it's interesting when you said you are where she was, and of course I'm standing where you were.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
And he was like, I know, and that's pretty brilliant writing.
It's the circle of life.
It is.
In fact, shall we sing from The Lion King right now?
I think that your character has been a really interesting addition, because oftentimes the skeptic, we get mad at the skeptic because we as the audience know all this stuff is going on, it's real. And again, I don't feel mad at you at all, because I feel like I would be in this position, very pragmatic, going, okay, well, there's a reasonable explanation for all of this. What will it take for Sheriff Reyes to believe all of this?
I don't know. I can't wait for that episode when I actually get to. Sometimes I see all the fun they're having in the forest and at the house, at the manor. I was like, guys, come on, let me in. Knock, 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 knock. I don't get to go. But I do think that she's an important character because she's sort of the reality check against which these bodies slam, and they leave sort of bruised and vulnerable, and the audience loves them more. But I'm being honest. I think I can help. I want to help. So I have faith in her reason for being.
Audience members, it's really kind of cool to, because you're the audience, you're their point of view. You know, I was very much that last year because I'm the skeptic. Like, this is
Right.
crazy. This
Yeah.
is insane. But I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
it's interesting to watch how you are reacting to that,
Well, it's
which is very
hilarious,
different.
You
Yeah.
know? Why is this dude dressed in, revolutionary garb prancing around the precinct? Get the fuck out of here. Right?
Why are you talking like that,
Yeah.
cosplayer? Talk a little bit about your relationship at this point with your sister, because it looked like, and we wondered, oh, is she going to go try and kill Abby at this point? Is that so? Do you think that there's any lingering resentment, or is she sort of past it at this point?
No, I think there's still lingering resentment. I mean, they've done it. They've gone through a lot, the sisters, and they're in a pretty good place. I think better than they have been since they saw the Demon in the Woods years ago. But you can't erase all of the hardship. I think that Jenny still feels abandoned, will always sort of feel that way. And as much as she loves her sister, it's hard to get over being left on your own.
Yeah.
And I think it's frustrating because she also probably feels that she's doing this. She's always the one to take one for the team, and there's resentment there as well. She knows that, I mean, Jenny's a warrior. She'll do what she has to do, but she does, I think, feel a little bit frustrated by the whole thing.
She's like, when's my time?
Yeah.
When is Jenny's
When is it
time?
about me?
When
Yeah,
is it
yeah,
going to
yeah.
be
I
about
say
me?
that every day,
Yeah,
you
when's
know,
gonna
just
be my
when
turn?
can
I
it be
say it
about
on
me?
Twitter and Instagram
know.
and Snapchat.
It's about you guys right now. I know you guys can't give too many details, but if you can just tease a little bit about thematically what your big arcs. I mean, I think I understand a little bit about where your arcs are going, but you tell me.
You think that?
I think that, but maybe I don't know.
I'm sort of most intrigued by the season beginning with Ichabod being reawoken and the first horseman coming. The season ending with the second horseman coming and being his son, and where that sort of leads us off. Because whether or not it's his son, the second horseman is still here. So the war has ramped up. It's raging in a different way. There are new players involved who don't have all the information. There's just a lot going on, I think, thematically that we're all working across. And it's getting bigger as we roll through this season. So it's exciting to watch first season become bigger than second season. And we get to tell more story because we're doing 18 episodes this year. So for me, those elements are still all at play, but it's all bigger and more heightened, and it's going to make it a really fun season.
I just get to use bigger and better guns, I think, throughout the entire Glock, gun. I don't even know what it's called. Yeah.
I believe that's the technical name.
Literally, the rifle when I was in the fields was literally as big as me. I had to bring it out like this, and nobody knew how heavy that thing was, but it was.
By the way, I liked your shot. You were like this.
Yeah.
Bam!
Yeah, dead.
I got it. It was very good. Two-handed. I know.
I just learned 4 days before how to shoot that sucker too.
No, but it looked good.
Thank you.
Yeah, it
Thank
did.
you, Orlando.
It looked great. You both look great with the guns.
She's
We're looking
awesome
forward.
with the guns.
I know.
Yeah,
I'm
in
scared of
love
you.
with them with the gun.
Looking forward to more craziness, guns, and great emotion in Sleepy Hollow. We're loving the show this season. You guys check it out for all things Sleepy Hollow and your Comic-Con. Keep it locked right here to IGN.